G'day everybody and welcome to another YouTube video review. So with Star Wars back in our cinemas through the Solo Star Wars story, it's time to have a look at some more 3 3/4 inch figures. As you know, if you've been following me from day one, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Got lots and lots of Star Wars stuff floating around in boxes, on shelves. I'm a huge 3 3/4 inch figure collector, especially with vehicles. As you can see there, some of the vehicles that I've amassed over the years. But anyway, wanted to check these guys out, so they've come out. Now, with this release, there's also been the new release of the Force Link 2.0. For anybody who's been following the world of collecting the Star Wars figures since the Last Jedi and the Force Awakens, you basically had the Force Link, which is a nice take on sort of role play. So you can use the figures. They basically chip the figures, and when you hover it over your Force Link, they recite some of the movies and some of the sounds, some of the movie quotes and the sounds you hear. This one here, 2.0, it's an uptake on basically the first one. You can actually use your 2.0 with your first generation figures. It's fantastic. The only real pain in the ass part, my language, is the update. So you basically, when you purchase this, you'll only pick up Han. To read any of the other figures, even the vehicles, even your 1.0 figures, you literally have to do a firmware update, which you do through an app on your phone, and then you've got to pair it with your Bluetooth, and then it takes probably about half an hour to finalize all the things. And even then I had hiccups where it's telling me to tap the device. I'm tapping it, but it's not picking up the tap. It was a lot of fun, and if you read any of the reviews through the app, you'll see a lot of people have the same problem as well. But anyway, got it working, so let's do the review. So we'll quickly go through the boxes and then we'll get on to the figures. So the standard packaging, you can see here for Chewie. So we've got the yellow for the Solo story, where it was red for the Force Awakens. And you can see on the back there, so just using the Force Link 2.0 with Chewie. Comes with a blaster, just a normal bubble package with the big man himself on there. With your 2 packs, so here we have Lando and a Kessel Guard. So again, nice clear bubble on the front. Then you've got a nice headshot of Lando and the Kessel Guard there. And then on the back again, showing you how to use your Force Link with the figures. This is a nice 2-pack. This was pretty much the last one on the shelf when I went to pick it up. I think it's going to be very popular because Lando was really well done in the movie. And then, who doesn't love a good speeder? And here we have Enfys Nest's swoop bike. I believe this is coming out in a 6-inch Black Series as well, which looks pretty awesome. So I reckon they're going to snap up pretty quick. But I'm only 3 3/4 inch, so fantastic to get this one. And there you go on the back. You can pause that if you want to have a read. But again, you can see it works with the Force Link, so you'll get the sound effects as well as the effects from the character. So anyway, that's the packaging. Let's get on to this bad boy. So you can see here I've got it turned on. It's turned on by doing the tap, and then it's flashing. So then all you need to do is bring your figure over, and hopefully
they call me Han Solo.
And you can see the blaster sound, and then as you
I've got a really good feeling about this. This better be worth it.
Now, the one thing I will give it, even though it was a pain in the butt to put together, the clarity of sound is fantastic through this thing. You really get the well-articulated movie phrases. The first one I found was a little bit sort of scratchy. That's an interesting one. That pops out a lot now. Usually it's no doubt going to tell us that we need to keep updating the app. And that's also, if you get that sound too, if you put a figure near it who hasn't yet been sort of linked to the device. But you can see there is Han ticking on. What I'll do is I'll go through the sounds first, and then I'll do the figures. So you've got Chewie there. You've got the blaster sounds. Then we have Lando.
Hey there. I go by Lando Calrissian.
And then
cargo freighter. That's a Corellian YT-1300. Smoothest ship in the galaxy.
Yeah, which is really nice. Then we have the Kessel Guard. And he doesn't actually say anything. He's more a blaster effect because he comes with this wonderful little accessory, which does look great. And it's basically a blaster that he's using to take them down as they're trying to steal the goods from Kessel. So basically that's his sounds. So you just have his weapon. Then we have Enfys Nest. you've got there. Really good figure, that one. We'll get to that. And then we have the vehicle. So you've got the speeder sounds, which is fantastic. And then just to prove that it does work with your 1.0 figures, so here we are with Kylo from the Last Jedi. Now if we put him there,
The darkness guides me.
he's picked up quite nicely there. And
Follow my lead. The darkness guides me.
And so that's the figure. And then if we go down to his, or bring his figure up, his ship, you can see there, it powers up. And we have the sound effects and the blaster and everything. So if you haven't checked that out, it's a fantastic review. Fantastic little ship, that one. So the Force Link itself, as I said, it's good if you can get it working, but it's a bit painful. Probably not as easy as most people would like, and especially if you're buying it for your kids. You're going to have to probably set it up before you give it to them, because they're going to want to play with these figures, get the experience going, but it's going to be a real pain in the butt while they're sitting there for half an hour trying to get it all working out. So it'll be interesting how this keeps updating, as well as the types of figures and vehicles that release, and the interactive play that comes with it. But anyway, let's have a look at these figures. That's what we're here for. So this is the figure that comes with the Force Link, and that is Han Solo. And it is the Han, if we move the book out of the way, if you haven't checked out this review, check it out. It's a fantastic book. But you can see there, that's pretty much our costume that we see Han in at the end of the movie. And it's well done in the sense of, nice head sculpt. Pretty true to the character. 5 points of articulation, so you can swivel at the head, the shoulders, and at the legs. So maybe we'll just have to wait for a Black Series figure, maybe a 3 3/4 inch Black Series figure of Han to come out. And as you can see there, he's got his blaster. Just fits nicely, so it comes with one accessory and just fits in the hand there. So quite well done. Nicely done. Then we have the big man himself, Chewie. So the first time we get to meet Chewie, so his bandolier and his belt a little bit different, and he doesn't have his bowcaster, but he finds a mighty impressive rifle to take the world on with. So again, just 5 points of articulation here, not too much head swivel due to the, as you can see, that clear plastic, well, not that clear plastic, the plastic hair coming down over his chest, so you don't get too much swivel in his head, but you can move the arms and legs forward and back. And then we have Lando, which is a fantastic figure. It'll be interesting to see if they do a variant on this one. So you've got him here in his red outfit with his nice scarf. Now this is just one piece, so you can actually just pop him out of it, and you can just have him with his outfit. Very interesting to see that everybody's pretty much wearing Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker shirts back in the day, and you can see that there. Comes with a blaster, which is quite nice. The holster's quite well, and it just fits into the hand there. Again, just the 5 points of articulation, but quite nice. Nice head sculpt there, very true to the character, as you can see there. So again, from the book, nicely done. And then you've got the nice cape here, which is quite nice as well. Then we have what I think is a really great figure for a 3 3/4 inch, is the Kessel Guard. They've really gone to town with giving him that sort of rough look. You can see there from the paint, that's not just a bad paint job, that's pretty spot on to what we were seeing in the movie. Even down there you can see the smudging of dirt and grease and grime and whatever else on the figure's cape there at the front, and spinning him around, which is quite nice. And you can see it's nice too that they don't go all the way around at the back now, because it allows you to sit the figure down, which is not too bad. Comes with a staff sort of weapon there, but really like the way they've done the head. As you can see there, it's a bit of a flat head, but the level of detail in these is quite nice. This one here is a fantastic figure, the Enfys Nest. If you aren't going to pick up too many, this would be one that I would pick up. If you are looking for ones to not pick up, I'd make sure you well and truly can get this one. A fantastic costume in the actual movie itself, but well and truly a fantastic figure, especially if you're a fan like me of the speeder bikes. I really like how they've used the cloth cape here at the back, which is nice, rather than just trying to go all out plastic. And you've got the detailing through the figure, even through the arms, with her little blades things there. And then you've got the detailing on the chest. See if I can get that in focus for you. And then the mask. The mask is really, really well done through there. Not removable, but fantastic. Looking forward to seeing people's reviews of the Black Series 6-inch figure when they release that. And I believe that's coming out in the next couple of months. So that's the figure. And then this is the swoop bike, or the speeder bike. And it's fantastic when you get a good close-up. Bit of a shame they had to go to town with all the logos and writing on the side there. But really well done. Even has a spot you can see there with her weapon. It does have a little clip there which allows you to just clip it on so the figure can sit nicely and ride the speeder bike. Nothing on the back there. It does sit quite nicely. There's your little Force Link logo. Just sits on the ground. There's no little piece of plastic to give it a hover appearance. It's like it's off the ground, but it's quite nice. As I said, the 6-inch one I believe has a little stand that allows it to look like it's pushing a puff of sand or dust or snow from underneath, so that way you can get it look like it's hovering in the air. And then, as I said before, the guard comes with the little blaster. Whoop, that I've dropped. Just a solid piece of plastic, and you just put the legs in. But a really nice little blaster gun there if you're looking to set up a scene with your figures. But anyway, that is the figures that I have so far. I really hope they do a Kira when she's pretty much towards the end of the movie. There is a young Kira on Corellia figure, but I'm really hoping they do a Kira figure that we saw in the book here, and we see later on in the movie ready to go. Be interesting to see if they do a Darth Maul as well. Even though he was in there for a small scene, it might be a bit of a collector's one to see if we can pick up. I know they've got a Qui-Gon and a Darth Maul 2-pack, but let's see if they can push the boundaries a little bit more. But anyway, thanks for watching. Keep subscribing. If you know of any figures that I haven't seen, let me know, and maybe you can help me out trying to track them down. So really appreciate the videos, the YouTube feedback. I can do my best where I can. As I said, if there's anything in the room that you want a review on that you haven't found on the channel, let me know, and I'll do my best to get around to trying to do a review for it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Keep subscribing. Cheers.